Alright, welcome back. It's time for more Catherine, and we're doing a nightmare stage this time.
Gameplay.
Gameplay, yes.
There you are, Ryan. Where the hell have you been?
But first, we need to show a cutscene of Vincent getting even more drunk than he was when he left the bar. I should mention that, no, Vincent does not drive back to his apartment. There's a lot more pedestrian traffic in Japan, and if you can't afford something bigger than this for a living space, you probably don't have a car either. So, yeah. Japanese 101.
What is traffic like there? Vehicle traffic.
I'm not really sure.
I don't know how their car traffic is, but I know that the subway stops and stuff like that are always sort of overpacked.
Trains are a lot bigger in Japan than they are here. And you know all those creepy hentai about train gropings and stuff? That is actually a real problem in Japan. So you should feel bad if you enjoy those. Stop that.
Put your dick away.
Oh.
Anyway, stage 3 is the torture chamber. It introduces a new block type. Pretty much every stage in this game introduces a new block type to mix things up. This one is basically just spike blocks, which are really not a problem unless you stop on them or land on them from a drop that's 2 blocks or higher up, which will instantly kill you. So don't do that.
So you can touch them. Just
you can run over them or get on them and quickly hang over the edge. Just so long as you don't stop or drop on them, you're fine. But yeah, they spike, and then the spikes break and they become normal blocks. If the spikes kill you, you explode in a magnificent No More Heroes worthy spray of blood. No coins or dollar bills.
So you could literally just run on top of it, then run back and just disable it really quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. In fact, I'm a bit OCD about disabling spike blocks. Sometimes I'll do it even if I don't need to move over that space.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Poor sheep.
Eh.
We're all sheep, Ted.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, didn't we talk about this when we were discussing symbolism?
Yeah.
And you know, during this stage, they just throw out random sheep that are sitting in background blocks that are just running back and forth. They're not actually background objects. They're the same thing as the enemies that would get in your way during a stage. But they exist for no other purpose than to look disturbing in the background, like this guy.
Well, no, that's also sort of a tutorial section too. They're there to teach you that, oh my god, landing on spikes is bad. Or
yeah,
that
just in case you didn't listen when the tutorial guy flat out told you.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Also, they can steal your fucking coins.
Oh, oh.
Douchebag.
Oh, so he took your imaginary money and that justifies murder in your minds. Okay, then.
Yeah, they need to be taught a lesson.
The hard mode has no undo button, so if you want to get the trophy for getting all gold in that, or the achievement rather, you're going to have to just get good.
Is that good spelled with a G-U-D?
Yes.
All right,
get good.
That kind of good. Okay.
Yes, that kind of good.
Nobody cares.
Look at that
You're a
fucking
sheep.
ascot you're wearing. Fred would be disappointed in you.
Don't even get me started on tattoos. Those were originally Yakuza thing over there.
They still kind of are.
They still kind of are, to the point where like public baths have no tattoo signs on them.
A small one is okay, just not like full body ones.
Yeah.
Well, full body tattoos tend to be. There's a lot of gang related stuff to tattoos in the U.S. as well too.
Yeah.
It's more common to see a dude with a tattoo over here, just like normally though. They don't always have to mean anything.
Indeed.
Yeah, what if I just want a monkey hanging on my nipples because I fucking felt like it?
Well, sorry, John, you're a delinquent and you're a bad influence to the children's.
In any event, what we're seeing now is yet another question. But every time these questions happen, you're going to get more dialogue with Astaroth, who doesn't actually say his name is Astaroth until the final stage. But, well, yeah. Question 3. What was question 3 again? Oh.
Do you consider yourself a pervert?
What is the capital of Assyria?
No, you.
I did.
Everybody.
I did-
Okay, if there's anybody who said no, I'm not a pervert, they're just fucking lying.
They're
Well,
lying
no,
out
no,
of
no,
their
no, no,
ass.
no. The question wasn't, "Are you a pervert?" It's, "Do you consider yourself one?" That
Okay,
is
well,
that is
everybody
actually an
should.
important.
Everybody is a pervert, so there's no use in trying to deny
No,
it.
that's an important distinction because it says something about how you view your own, mental goings on. Like, are you consciously trying not to be perverted? Do you consider yourself not perverted, or are you just mentally open to that kind of stuff and don't care? It has to do with whether you're more order or chaos minded than.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a giant loaf of bread, do you immediately see a giant loaf of bread or a dick joke?
Well,
There are dick
we've
jokes about loaves of bread. What?
There's dick jokes about anything if you try hard enough.
Yeah, if it's long and phallic, do
Okay.
you immediately think if it is food or a
No
joke?
use. Okay, yeah, that no use denying it. Pie graph should be an awful lot bigger.
Well, that's position there.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Blast off!
Nope,
You
you're
s-
going to hell. I thought hell was down. Nope. It's opposite day.
You see, it's symbolic because you go into the confessional and you talk to a demon, but normally in a confessional you talk to a priest, which means that the church is evil because that's like Atlas's favorite message of all time.
Well, these are Christian-style confessionals, but instead of crucifixes, they have this sort of ankh, female, male symbol. Like there's a Jesus nailed to one in the background there.
So that's how you think.
Uh,
Is your honest
what was the question? I kind of looked away.
Are
before
men
I-
stupid?
Oh. Well, of course I'm not going to answer that as a yes. Jesus.
Not if you want to survive. Listen. Can hear
I don't even know how that factors into law chaos.
Ham or turkey?
I don't know. But anyway,
Wonder
is
what
this
the-
the boss stage, or like how far are we into this stage?
Oh, we've
yeah,
only
this
got
is the-
one more staircase.
This is the boss stage. That means we're going to be running away from a carnivorous vagina now. It's like
That is the Arthur running animation, pretty much.
Da, 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 da.
they might actually have done that on purpose. Now that I think about it.
Well, it's the most famous game involving people running around in their underwear.
Maximo 1 is good. And it's on PSN, by the way. So anyone who's watching this has a PS3, buy that. Just do it. You'll thank me. Unless you dislike difficult platformers, I guess. But yeah,
Ooh.
carnivorous vagina. This practically writes itself as a Soviet Russia joke.
Yep, this is an Atlas game, all right.
Yeah, the
This
immoral.
is tame considering some of the. Just look up some of the Shin Megami Tensei like 1 and 2 monster designs if you really want to see them go balls out insane.
They'll Atlas will like intentionally stuff dicks and vaginas into designs for no other reason than to just have them there. Like
Cthulhu has a penis for a tongue for no good reason. Why? Okay, so
Gotta
money
get the
or my
last coin.
life.
Gotta get the last coin. Yes, I got the last coin. I am awesome.
Lewis, you're gonna get run over by a truck picking up a nickel on the sidewalk someday.
Probably.
But at least you
I'm gonna
got
have
the nickel.
I'm gonna have a big satisfied smile on my face when I go.
Yeah, you could at least pay the Grim Reaper on the River Styx.
Oh, sorry, he upgraded its dimes now.
Damn.
Or play coins. You could always just use play coins. It's not like you're going to be using those on anything else. And nobody else got my Shin Megami Tensei 4 reference.
No, I got what you were saying. I just don't care because I don't play Shin Megami Tensei 4.
So, am I gay?
So, are those Vincent's boxer shorts on hangers in the background there? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
are.
He has boxers on hang. What is this guy?
I bet you they're iron pressed too.
Man, he really likes his underwear. Well, actually, I think that's mainly because he doesn't have a closet in here.
Are you angry with
Because I sure as hell haven't seen a closet, so he has all those clothes on a hanger at the side. It's meant to show what a shit apartment he lives in. I mean, it's 2 rooms, a bathroom and a combination bedroom kitchen. This is my dream home, man. I could have my kitchen, my bed, and my video game machines all in the same 2-foot space.
You know, I think it was Yahtzee who brought this up, but one thing, you can never just say, you know, I have a girlfriend, leave me alone, to Catherine. You know, even if you're like choosing all of the order dialogue options, you can't ever just say leave me the fuck alone to her.
Well, because then we wouldn't have a game.
There wouldn't be a game
It's
at
just
that point.
it's yeah, but true. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's just like
It limits your ability to. It's like in a game where you're supposed to have some control over Vincent's morality. Not being able to do the obvious good thing makes it really unbelievable when you turn out to have like full order karma.
It's selective morality and logic.
Yeah. Well, the idea of Vincent is supposed to be that he's kind of in a fickle, undecided mindset the whole time, but it's one of those things that doesn't translate into a game where you have choice.
And you drink a lot.
Yeah. He does actually say, I'm dating someone right now, but Catherine runs out of the apartment just as he's saying.
It's called Jack Daniels. Glug, glug, glug. Come here, you son of a bitch.
Yay, more Catherine. Unfortunately, this is one of those bar scene parts, sad face. Alright, we're gonna have some this is where Vincent decides to take a tip from the boss and wear sunglasses everywhere.
wait,
Holy
Chrono
shit, she
Rabbit.
exists.
That's Chrono Rabbit. That's what they decided to name the third game. Huh.
You think you look good in those?
Okay. Not what I would have gone for, but it's not as stupid as some of the other names you've chosen lately, Squeenix. So
Squeenix.
that's just what I call them.
This month, I'm running really late.
Oh, this is where it begins. There's this she's apparently pregnant. Actually, what's really going on is she thinks she is. She got a false positive, and she doesn't immediately tell him this when she finds out.
So wait, right now she thinks she has a false positive.
No, right now she thinks she's pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, but it ends up being a false positive. So
It ends up being a false positive, and she winds up using the excuse she had already had as a sort of passive-aggressive way to try and get him to marry her.
Well, at this point, it's not passive aggressive. It's just aggressive. You know.
At this point, it's not passive-aggressive. It's her being insulted that Vincent's being so awkward about it.
Well, it's a big bombshell to drop on somebody if you're not. Well, even if you are married, it's a big bombshell to drop on somebody. But especially if you're not, you know.
So hard to tell what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Well, this just like this interaction here. We're barely 2 minutes in, and this conversation is already really fucking awkward.
Indeed.
Well,
The Catherine's thing is that she's really, you know, afraid that Vincent isn't serious about her, so she's just on edge about everything. Not that that's a justification for the way she acts. But you know, just about everyone in this game who's a douchebag has a legitimate reason for, you know, being the way they are.
Well, right here, he's already doing pretty much a social no-no.
What, talking on the phone on a
Talking
date.
if you're on a, like if you're in a meeting with your girlfriend or on a date, put the phone away. You know, answer that shit later. It can wait. This is a business proposition.
How'd she get
Alright.
your number? You were texting her. You told her to send pics, please. Okay, you shouldn't be surprised that she has your phone number, dude. I mean, Jesus.
Right.
Hello, Ronald McDonald.
You didn't bring me my Happy Meal.
I'm sorry, they were out of
Oh,
Hot Wheels
jeez.
toys. You all have to get the Barbie instead.
No.
And here's where we come to one of those aspects of Vincent's character that partially explains why he's so fickle about this. He didn't have a happy family life himself, so he doesn't see himself in a family life on the other side, which is a fairly realistic thing. A lot of guys and people who come from broken homes don't really know exactly what to do about their own. It's not always, but you know, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sheep rhymes with sleep or something.
I'm not sure exactly what he said in the Japanese version, but it probably wasn't sheep rhymes with sleep.
Did he go back to the counter?
Yeah.
Does exiting the counter exhaust him?
It drains his life
It
force.
drains his life force.
Once every 300 years, he has enough strength to leave the counter for like.
Yeah, once every century.
Once every century. Oh yeah, sorry. He has not.
It's enough strength to leave the counter for about 3 minutes. And he's just using up the last minute.
So when he goes out and does errands, he has the counter strapped behind his back.
The counter just pops. No, the counter is just on wheels. It just pops out of the ground. You can just drive it everywhere.
I'd like to call attention to something. The boss there was doing the waitress's job while the waitress was standing right next to him chatting with the customers. And he said nothing about it. You can tell who runs
Like,
this
get back to work or you're
establishment.
fired.
It's not the boss.
Well, he's not Big Boss.
These guys
Yeah.
really need to get that clock fixed. I mean, it's wigging out all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad that it coincidentally ends up on the correct time.
Yeah. This is another thing that doesn't translate well in America, at least. Not necessarily other Western countries, but Japan runs on 24-hour clocks.
Yeah,
So it's
they-
the whole AM/PM thing.
Yeah, it's well, I don't know if it's called military time.
Well,
but
we
that's
call
all-
it military time.
Yeah, we call
We
it
call it
military.
military time because only
Yeah.
our military uses it.
Well, I mean, theoretically, it does make more sense, you know, because you say like 9 o'clock, and you know, it could mean either in the morning or at night, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's different and
Sometime-
weird, and I don't like things that are different and weird because America.
We need more of an American flavor when it comes to this jukebox.
Mm.
Sometimes I feel I've got to
Run
run away. I've got to get away.
Funnily enough, when you said that, my first thought was bad rap. Ugh. More rum and cola trivia. What's our fun fact for tonight?
Did you know that alcohol makes you drunk? I know. Interesting stuff there.
You didn't? Well then, have a seat, son.
Alright, now we're talking about fizz cocktails. You don't say!
You know when your drinks sometimes make this noise? That's carbonation.
Actually, that's the fuse going off on the bomb underneath your table.
Alright, and now these two have shown up.
Booze and you.
Wow, we're still getting tutorials for concepts we covered 2 nights ago. Thanks, game. Atlas really wants to make sure you know how every aspect of this game works.
Hey, if this were Kingdom Hearts 2, we'd still be in tutorials at this point, probably. Would
I
we?
wish you were joking.
Hold on. We're basically
would-
at the end, and we're about we're a little bit under 2.5 hours. So since Lewis did some light editing, it would probably be 2.5 hours of game time at this
Yeah.
point.
This is all assuming, of course, you don't skip cutscenes.
Well, why would you
Ro-
be skipping cutscenes in an RPG?
On your
Roxas would
first
be having a
playthrough? I
showdown
don't know
with
why.
Axel right about now, if we were playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Hey, it's Catherine Part 6, and we're missing a 9. Damn. Okay, I just want to say something that's totally off subject. 69 jokes. They're getting really, really old, and you all should stop making them.
They've been really, really old.
Yeah, this is the dawn of time. Pretty sure we're
Indeed.
going to start inverting it and make 96 references. But that's not nearly as funny.
You know what, they should just change the name of that position to 96.
Well, 96 would not make any sense. It would just be two people with their backs against each other. That's not sexual in the slightest.
Sounds like a good time.
Well, I'm sure you can make anything sexual if you try hard enough, but, you know, the whole point of 69 jokes is that they're easy and you can just sort of go, whenever you see the number pop up someplace.
You'll scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what
sure.
I mean?
Now make something sexual out of this pancake.
Oh, all you need for that is a butter knife and some artistic talent. Stage 4, the Inquisition, one of the shortest stages in the game because it consists of one stage and one boss. So...
Nobody expected that.
It's funny because Monty Python.
Well, you see, it actually is funny because nobody actually ever, no, like, very few people actually, like, quote anything other than Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
You just murdered like 5 people.
Holy shit, what the hell did you do?
You know what? Half the people have quoted the Spanish Inquisition line. Do you even know what that's from? Do you know which Monty Python thing specifically that is from?
It's from the TV show, I believe.
You believe?
I'm asking our viewers, not you. I defy
It's been a while
anyone-
since I've seen it. I'm pretty sure it's the TV show. But...
I defy anyone in the comments to tell me where that's from without searching for it on YouTube. Wow, those that was the Suicide Squad from Monty
Suicidal
Python.
sheep?
Suicide Squad attack!
Great! Now with a little more finesse.
A little more
Wow,
gusto.
Wait, let's just take a moment to appreciate what Atlas just did there. They made a Monty Python joke that's subtler than their symbolism. Awesome.
Who voices Vincent?
Wait, Vincent Brooks?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Somehow the name that comes to mind is Steve Bloom, but I'm not sure if that's right.
I'll look it up.
I'm looking it up now. And the verdict is... As soon as the page loads, Troy Baker.
Oh.
Ah, Troy Baker,
Oh.
right.
Oh, I should have guessed it was him. He's in everything.
As
Well,
opposed to
it
Steve
does make
Bloom,
sense.
Who's also in everything and sounds vaguely like him at times. Is age just a number? It's all about love, or there are limits.
Which one?
This is one that I
Eeny, meeny, miny,
this is
mo.
one that I was slightly undecided on, but only because of those situations where you got one person who's sitting on one side of the age line and the other person who's sitting right on the other side of it, and there's like a 1-year gap between them, but for legal reasons that can't happen.
The outside of legal, what was? I think it was XKCD which came up with the equation. It's your age divided by 2 plus 7. That's the youngest person that you generally should be allowed to date.
What?
So,
Wait, one more time?
okay, your age. So, if you're 30, divide that by 2. That's 15 plus 7, 22. That's like the absolute minimum.
Huh.
Huh.
You know what? When I think about that math in my head, it actually does seem like a good rule of thumb equation. Unfortunately, they can't put that into law, so they have to say 18 is the line.
It's symbolic.
It's not symbolic at all. He's afraid of being a father.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No,
this is
it
the
is.
result
It
of
is.
the pregnancy.
No, it is symbolic. It's just not.
It's him running away from his fatherly duties.
Yeah.
No, the other baby boss we're gonna fight later in the game with the chainsaw and the cybernetic implants, that one is symbolic. This is just a baby.
But what does the baby do?
Well, he
it
farts.
tries to dislodge you when you're standing on a block or hanging from it. You'll fall down and land on whatever's below you. Which
Why
is
don't you love him, Lewis?
Well, John, babies, they poop a lot, they burp, they eat, and they cry. And
Babies
Yeah,
are
but-
only cute unless you have to take care of them. Then
But
they're
they're-
slimy and
but-
disgusting.
But Ted, they'll be there for you when you poop and you cry.
You mean like right now?
Oh God.
Because, I have to carry that fucking baby on my back, and every time I get tapped by anything, he goes into a little bubble and starts whining, and just want to... What, are you blind, you dumb little piece of shit? He's
Well, it
right
doesn't
there.
have any pupils.
Well, he's got eyes.
It doesn't matter if you don't. Shut up, Ted.
Oh, wait, so does the energy drink let you jump up 2 blocks just once, or is it for a limited amount of time you get a higher jumping range? Or did Lewis drop again and we...
Lewis
don't know what
dropped
he's
again.
saying?
It could be whatever you want it to be, baby.
Are you saying baby as a general term, or are you talking to that baby?
That was
down
unintentional.
there? Right.
Yeah, parental abandonment.
So is this the light at the end of this door condom commercial?
You see, they had to give it demonic eyes right before the door nuked it, so that we wouldn't feel bad for it.
Well, it's still kind of adorable in a
No, it's
nightmare
not.
fuel-inducing way.
Yeah, take that, sperm.
And I think the baby killed my internet connection.
Clearly.
It's a good thing we do these via Audacity or GarageBand now.
Yeah, so I have to edit out a chunk of nothing.
But from now on, if you ever cheat on me, I'll be angry.
Oh, cheating. Yeah. Why would I do that? Oh god. Oh god. No. No. Stop that. Also,
Hello,
I'd
bad
like-
CGI ant.
Oh, no,
It's
the
all
ant,
CGI.
the ant with the shifty eyes. He's behind everything.
Incidentally, the answer is supposed to be a symbolic thing, but the
Atlas, you're surprised.
No, the significance of that, it actually has something to do with an old wives' tale about ants or something, about them crawling out of rotting women's mouths or something. I don't know, but it's one of those things that that actually has to be explained to you, and it is explained at some point if you talk to the right person in the bar. Whoa! Suddenly an anime cutscene.
What the
Oh,
heck
wacky
is this
sitcom
want?
hijinks will
I've seen this
ensue.
door.
Why did you lock the door overnight? How dare you try to keep your apartment secure?
Who's that?
Could you keep your voice down? My girlfriend's on the other side of the door.
It's my landlady. She was trying
More
to open the door.
bullshit.
I'm not your landlady.
Who the fuck are you talking to? Landlady?
Yeah, I forgot.
Are you forgetting you're standing next to the door?
How it is with money.
Yeah, she should be able to. If this is apartment's as cheap as you say, she should be able to hear through that paper thin.
Actually, I think they put a bit more care into soundproofing these kinds of places than they would in the West. Simply because of how
What
small
the
they
hell,
are.
Vincent? What is this?
Will you keep it down?
Anyway,
One of my bosses is here.
one of my bosses is here.
Not the best time for you to be.
If
Maybe
one
I
of your
should at least
bosses
say
is here,
hello.
why are you in your underwear?
It's real grumpy if you wake him up. He's sleeping in the back.
Well, if you really think it would.
Slumber party. You see, I love how they're showing the side, how they're just showing the door here, because that way they don't have to animate Vincent and Catherine talking.
That's exactly why you do it.
Oh yeah.
Here,
Oh, she got me.
A Happy
I'll
Meal.
see you later.
It does look like a Happy Meal container. It's actually a cake.
Oh, and
They were out of
I
Hot Wheels
am
though.
pregnant. I just.
John,
wanted
I'm
you to
sorry.
know.
They
Seriously?
forgot the
Was that
chicken
why you
nuggets.
really came here?
Wait, I thought we already knew this.
My mind quick.
Is that really why?
Well,
you
no,
came
she
here?
said she was
How
running a
does
few
it feel?
days late, so she thought she
Seriously?
was pregnant. Now she knows she's pregnant,
See
even
ya.
though she's not actually pregnant.
At this point, I think she's flat out lying.
That's
And,
not very nice.
Yeah, that's where the passive aggressive comes in.
Well, no, that's just aggressive in general. You know, lying to your boyfriend about being pregnant is just straight up wrong.
Yeah. Well, it didn't start as a lie, but it sure as hell became one.
And what's her reasoning? Is because she's suspicious of
She
Vincent's behavior?
apologizes and explains it to you a little in a later scene where she breaks up with Vincent, but yeah, she's afraid basically that he isn't gonna stay with her. In any event,
He's been
here
wearing
we-
the same shirt for like 4 days.
Look at her.
This is a regular event, apparently, in the usual workday of Vincent and Fedora Man. They sit on the toilet, talking to each other, because they always go into the stalls that are next to each other.
Hey, you gotta have TP.
The workday is a claustrophobic time slot. You gotta work in the social linking time, wherever and whenever you can.
On the shitter?
And yeah, at one point Fedora actually calls attention to the fact that they're doing that, and that it's weird. But,
Moaning Myrtle?
Oh, he is tossing over toilet paper.
Yeah, yeah.
So did these guys? What sort of diets do these guys have to eat in order to keep their bowels in sync like this?
Maybe they just have the exact same schedules every single day. Did you eat your bran muffin today? No. Fedora. I like our shitter conversations.
Well, what if I just sat in the toilet and pretended to shit?
Oh, now it's the most disappointing day of the day. I have to go to the shitter now and take a dump. And I'm mad because you won't be there.
Of course, Fedora is like begging Vincent to show him the picture of the girl he's cheating with. That's not a douchebag thing at all.
Well, no, it's just sort of weird at that point.